Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to first of all thank CERBA for organizing this event and having me here. I'd like to today highlight some of the mining and metallurgy industry prospects of Kazakhstan and give you some brief information about investment opportunities that we have in our country. I represent investment promotion agency Kazakh Invest, which is established by the government of Kazakhstan, and we act as a one-stop shop for potential and current investors. So our role is to provide clarity to investors throughout the investment journey. We provide information on available investment opportunities, help them obtain state support, and many others. Mining and metallurgy industry plays a great role in our country. So it acts as a strategic sector for our economy. We believe that the prospects for mining and metallurgy industry are related to the following. First is exploration of new prospective areas that have not been explored before or explored to limited extent. In this regard, we adopted a new mining code, as was outlined by our government official, Mr. Bayneshov. It came into force in 2018. Since then, about 600 licenses have already been granted to investors. So in this regard, we put a lot of efforts to increase competitiveness of mining sector in our country, and this new code is designed to serve as a basis to the discovery of new deposits. Second is the application of new efficient methods to ore processing and metal production in the deposits that have been explored before, but due to unique composition of ores and necessity for application of new efficient methods to increase the economic feasibility of development of these deposits, we seek for investors that have rich expertise and technologies to develop these deposits. So with the development of efficient methods, Kazakhstan could open up new opportunities in production of new metals, like, for example, nickel, cobalt, rare and rare earth metals like vanadium and many others. And third is the development of infrastructure at the areas where it was recently developed and built. Just to make it clear that in Kazakhstan since 1990s we built more than 200,000 kilometers of railroads, and with the development of infrastructure, railroads and roads, a lot of new deposits opened up opportunities for investors because it reduced costs for the development, and it has become more profitable to develop these deposits. And fourth is the development of higher conversions of metal production. I'd like to give more details on this because the government of Kazakhstan paying a lot of attention to maximize the processing of ores and metal production within the country. Having said that, government of Kazakhstan provides a lot of investment incentives to potential and current investors. Thus, ferrous and non-ferrous metallurgy have been identified as priority sector of the economy. The government of Kazakhstan provides tax holidays for investors, so investors enjoy exemption from corporate income tax for 10 years, land tax for 10 years, and property tax for 8 years. Apart from that, investors can obtain advantages such as reimbursement of up to 30% of expenditures spent on construction and purchase of equipment, in-kind grants, also exemption from customs duties, and many others. Besides, we have 13 special economic zones with ready infrastructure on plug-and-play basis. I'd like to also highlight that in our country, to attract and protect investors, we established Astana International Finance Center, as mentioned by our Vice Minister, Mr. Baymeshev. It also gives a lot of opportunities to potential investors. We have Astana International Exchange, a platform that gives some advantages to mining companies. If you are interested in learning more details, please refer to Mr. Almas Amanjolov, who is the director for deal sourcing and can provide you more information. I'd like to also tell that we are working closely with Big Four companies to prepare project documentation on projects that require investments. So on our pipeline, we have about 40 projects that are seeking for partners. Let me give just a brief information on some of them, and more detailed information is available on our website, and I also would be happy to answer your questions. So first is the investment proposal of Kazminerals company, which is the largest copper producer in Kazakhstan. It includes development of copper deposit Koksay, which is located close to Almaty city, with well-developed infrastructure. The deposit has proven over 3 million tons of copper in metal. And now it has available JORC report. The deposit also has some gold, which adds value to the project. And the detailed feasibility will be finished by July this year, and it is ready for negotiations. Second, also copper project is Ay-Karaul deposit, which is located in East Kazakhstan. And further exploration of sulfide copper porphyry ores also allows to estimate over 3 million tons of copper in metal. The place also has well-developed infrastructure, and the project owner is open to consider various transaction options. Third is the development of Tokhtar and South Tokhtar gold deposit. This deposit has available JORC report, and the reserve includes over 48,000 tons of gold, with average content of 5.7 grams per ton. This project is also open for negotiations and can consider sale up to 100% of shares in the project. Next is the development of Tymlay titanium magnetite deposit in Jambal region. This deposit has unique composition of ores because the content of titanium is very high. That's why the project owner developed an innovative technology that allows processing of ore with a very low cost, with the end products being titanium dioxide and special steels. If special steels are marketed within the country, titanium dioxide has a wider market. Should be noted that Russia and Kazakhstan fully imports titanium dioxide. Next project is...
Dilyara, I believe that this presentation is going to be on the website,
right,
so people can read the details of each of the journeys. So I would like to give them a chance for them to ask you some questions about what kind of help that you'll be able to provide.
Okay, thank you. So we are #1 in terms of tungsten reserves, and this is the biggest reserve in the world, Verkhnya Kayrakty, in Karaganda deposit. If you're interested to learn more details about this project, please refer to booth number 3316 in Investors Exchange and our national company Tauken Samruk, will provide you more information. So I have a couple of more projects available, and if you're interested to learn more details, please refer to this website, and I'm also happy to answer your questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Dilyara. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I personally, we've heard from Tauken Samruk multiple times at the CERBA conference over the years, and if you could, in just 30 seconds, explain the relationship between Kazakh Invest, Tauken Samruk, and if I were someone with a lot of money, I can assure you I don't have a lot of money, but if I did, what would be the first 3 steps I would need to take in order to access some of the opportunities in Kazakhstan?
Okay, I would first of all welcome to approach Kazakh Invest, because we are a one-stop shop for potential and current investors, and we will provide you full information on available investment opportunities. We have 2 national companies, Kaz Geology, which is focused more on exploration side, and Tauken Samruk, which has more mature projects available for investors. And if you're interested in cooperating with one of these national companies, or if you're also interested in working in partnership with private companies, you can refer to Kazakh Invest, because we have over 40 projects available for investors.
The final question, do you charge for your services?
No, it's free of charge. We are established by the government of Kazakhstan.
If you had started with that, you would have sold me.
Okay.
But thank you very much for your presentation. I have an administrative announcement. We need to break now for coffee break, but please be back by 4:45. Program says 5 o'clock, but we have speakers who need to leave before the start of our reception, so please respect the 15-minute rule. Thank you very much, Dilyara. Thank you very much to all of our speakers. Let's give them a round of applause, please.